Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach you matrix, the basic concept of matrix. Matrix chapter is the first chapter in your textbook. Matrix part 1 video. This is common for CBSE and for ISC students. When elements of functions are arranged in a rectangular form, it is called as a matrix. So when it's in elements or it's a function, they are arranged in a rectangular format, you call that as a matrix. The vertical ones are called as columns and the horizontal ones are called as rows. So here I have given you an example where 4, 5 minus 3, 0, 6 minus 2 are elements, put inside a square bracket. So when you have elements arranged in a rectangular form and it's inside the rectangular bracket, this bracket, you call that as a matrix. The rows are the vertical ones are the columns and the horizontal ones are the rows. So here we have R1, R2, column 1, column 2 and column 3. Over here we have 3 rows. So R1, R2 and R3, and we have 3 columns C1, C2, C3. The elements are denoted by Aij. In matrix, the elements are represented by Aij. I denotes rows, J denotes column. So here, this is a matrix where the rows are 4, 4, 4, 6, 2, 7 and 8, 3, 4. And I said elements are represented by Aij. So the first 4 is A11 because it's the first row, first column entry. The next one is A12 because it's first row, second column entry. Then it's A13 because it's the first row, third column entry. First row, I told you this is the first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. Likewise, when you come to 6, it is 821 because it is the second row but first column. Then 822, second row, second column. Then 823. And then the last row, which is A31, A32 and A33. So elements are represented by Aij. I means rows, J means column. So when you say A suffix to 1, it means second row, first column entry. A33, third row, third column entry. Order of a matrix. Order of a matrix is the number of rows cross number of columns. Row by columns are called as order, not column by row. Remember, it's a row by column. So M cross N. M cross N. If a matrix has 16 elements, what are the possible orders it can have? If a matrix has 16 elements, the possible orders are all multiples of 16. 16 into 1, 1 into 16, 8 into 2, 2 into 8, 4 into 4, isn't it? All possible multiples of 16 as considered as the order. So that means I can form a matrix with 6 rows and 1 column, 1 row and 16 columns, 8 rows and 2 columns, 2 rows and 8 columns, and so on. Next one, construct a 3 into 2 matrix where Aij equals to 2i minus j. So they want us to construct a 3 by 2 matrix, which means 3 rows and 2 columns. So a 3 by 2 matrix will have 3 rows. So A11, A12, A21, A22, A31, A32. Now how many rows are there? 3 rows, isn't it? 1, 2, 3 and 2 columns, 1 and 2. Correct? 3 rows and 2 columns. The elements should satisfy this condition of Aij equals 2i minus j. Alright, so A11 means 2 into 1 minus 1. Remember, this is I and this is j. So I'm just substituting I and j in the respective places. So the answer is 1. Then A12, 2 into 1 minus 2. So that means 0. So A21 now. So that's 2 into 2 minus 1. So that's 3. Right? Then A22 will be 2 into 2 minus 2. So that's 2. And A31, which is 2 into 3 minus 1. 6 minus 1, 5. Then A32, which is 2 into 3 minus 2. So 6 minus 2, 4. Now put that into a matrix form. So the answer is 1, 0, 3, 2, 5 and 4. Alright, so we have constructed a 3 by 2 matrix whose elements are in the form of 2i minus j. Now, addition and subtraction of matrix. When two or more matrices are to be added or subtracted, they can be done only if they are of same order. So this is important. Remember, you can add two matrices only they are of same order. And what is order? Row cross columns. The number of rows cross number of columns is the order. So only if they are of same order, you can add or subtract two matrices. I've given two example here. Now, how many rows this contain? 1, 2. Columns? 2. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix, whereas this one is a 2 by 1 matrix, right? So that means the number of columns, the order is not matching here. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. Now, as I said, two matrices can be added only when they are of same order. The first one is of order 2 by 2, the second one is order 2 by 1. They are of same order, hence addition is not possible here. Now look at the next one, it's 2 by 2 and this is also 2 by 2. Hence I can add this matrix. So when I add these two matrices, I get the answer as 1 plus 0, 1, 2 plus 4, 6, 4 plus 6, 10, 2 plus 8, 10. That's it. So you can add or subtract two matrices only if they are of same order. Like here, a 2 by 2 matrix and a 2 by 1 matrix cannot be added, so we cannot proceed with the addition. Multiplication of a matrix. Matrix multiplication is a little tricky area, at least when we start. So listen carefully and apply this try to cover as many multiplication sums as possible to understand this concept very well. Matrix can be multiplied only when number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of row of the second matrix. What I mean by first and second, like whatever they want us to multiply. If they say A into B, A is the first matrix, B is the second matrix. If they want us to find B into C, B is the first matrix, C is the second matrix. Or for that matter, if they want us to find B into A, B first and A second. So whatever be the number of column of the first matrix, that should be equal to the number of row of the second matrix. Only when this condition is satisfied, multiplication is possible. So here I've given you two examples again. This is a 2 by 3 matrix. This is a 3 by 2 matrix, isn't it? So that means the number of columns here matches with the number of rows. So therefore, we can proceed with the multiplication. And ultimately they get cancelled also, okay? Now, the answer matrix, that is the AB matrix that we get. After you multiply A and B, you get an AB matrix, right? That is of order 2 cross 2. Remember, that is of order 2 cross 2. Okay, now let's see how to find AB matrix. Now when you to find AB matrix, we need to multiply A and B. Multiplication in matrix is first row versus first column and then first row versus second column. So first row with all columns, then second row with all columns, and so on. So first row into first column, again first row into second column. There's only two columns there. Then second row into first column, second row into second column. So that will take us to first row is 2, 1 and 4 multiplied with 4, 1 and 1, comma, first row into second column 2, 1, 4 multiplied with minus 2, 1 and 0, right? Then second row into first column 6, 7, 1 multiplied with 4, 1, 1. Then 6, 7, 1 multiplied with minus 2, 1, 0. I would insist you to do this step particularly at least when you have when you're starting the multiplication process. Some students are always lazy to do the steps. Don't skip the steps. Do it. You will find the difference. If you do the steps, you can avoid your mistakes. Now, when I finish multiplying this, what do I get? So I said first row. So 2 into 4, 8. 1 into 1 plus 1. 4 into 1 plus 1. Then 2 into minus 2 minus 4. 1 into 1, 1. 4 into 0, 0. So that means first element with the first element, second element with the second element, third element with the third element, and we sum up everything. So 6 into 4, 24, plus 7 into 1, 7, plus 1 into 1, 1. Then 6 into minus 2, minus 12, plus 7 into 1, 7, plus 1 into 0, 0. So we get 8 plus 9, 10. Over here minus 3, 24, 20, what do you get? 20, 30, 27, 31, 32, and here 12 minus 7. So that means we get a minus 5. Okay. So this is how we multiply two matrices. So first step, check whether the number of columns of the first is equal to the number of rows of the second. And if it's so, cancel it. The answer matrix must be of order 2 by 2. Now, to multiply, it is first row versus all column, then second row versus all column. So first row into first column, first row into second column, second row into first column, second row. And I perform the multiplication. One more example. This one is a 2 by 2 matrix. This one is also a 2 by 3 matrix, right? 2 by 2 and 2 by 3. Yes, I can multiply them because number of columns matches with the number of rows. So, how do I do multiplication? First row with all columns first, right? So, 1, 4 multiplied with 6, 4. 1, 4 multiplied with 6, 2, and then 1, 4 multiplied with 7, 2. Then it is the second row with all the columns, right? So it means 6 and minus 8 multiplied with 6, 4, 6 and minus 8 multiplied with 6 and 2, 6 and minus 8 multiplied with 7 and 2. Alright, now let's do the answer. 1 into 6, 6, plus 4 into 4, 16. Again 1 into 6, 6, plus 4 into 2, 8, comma, 1 into 7, 7, 4 into 2, 8. Then 6 into 6, 36, minus 32. And then 6, 6 are 36, minus 16. And then 6, 42, minus 16. So, and then we subtract, we write the answer for this. Alright? Yeah. So, after we add, we get this as the answer. Now, transpose of a matrix. Transpose is denoted by a to the power of t or a to the power of dash. This is how we represent transpose. What is transpose? Rows becoming column and column becoming rows. Interchanging rows to column. Okay. So that means the rows, which is 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 over here, row 1 and row 2, will form the column of a transpose. So 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3. So this is A transpose. So when you change rows to column, ultimately columns will form to row, right? Look at this. This is a 2 by 2 matrix and the rows are this one, which will become column 1, 2, 4, 6. So when you transpose a square matrix, it remains a square matrix of order. But when you transpose a non-square matrix, the order will be, say, this is a 2 by 3 matrix, this will be a 3 by 2 matrix. But this is a 2 by 2 matrix, it remains a 2 by 2 matrix even after transposing. Some of the important properties of transpose. A transpose, the whole transpose is A. So if you transpose and transpose again, you come back to the original form. Constant into A, the whole transpose, you take the constant out and you transpose only the matrix. See, transpose can be possible only for matrix, not for an element. Alright, so if there is a number and then A, whole transpose, you take the number out and you transpose only the matrix. Next one, A plus B, the whole transpose, which is A transpose plus B transpose. Last one, AB, the whole transpose, which is B transpose into A transpose. Remember, this is important. AB, the whole transpose, is B transpose into A transpose. We apply this in sums. Next one, symmetric matrix. If transpose matrix is equal to the original matrix, if A transpose is equal to A, you call that as a symmetric matrix. And if A transpose is equal to minus A, you call that matrix as a skew symmetry matrix. So in my next video, I'll explain the different types of symmetry and skew symmetry and expressing a matrix as a sum of symmetry and skew symmetry. Thank you.